Today is the day that I man up and I'm going to cut some slots into the trunk and put these inserts into them. So that way the actual curve of the trunk matches the curve of the body. You know, not that it shouldn't from the factory, but so anyways, I got some instructions. Just so you know, if you do get these inserts, you could put a gas lift strut in there, which I chose not to do because I am concerned about my budget at this point because we're getting crazy, and honestly, I'm not going to be in the trunk much. So I just have the old little pole thing that comes up. So anyways, these instructions kind of have the entirety of everything, but I'm going to go through, I'm going to cut into the trunk, see how these fit, and then afterwards I have to actually get the trunk with shims to mold perfectly to the body, if there was weight on it, if you will. And then I have to fiberglass everything in with resin and fiberglass. So this is probably going to be a longer video. I don't think anybody really talks about these too much, and I've had a lot of problems with my trunk fitting, so we're going to dig in. Started to rain. Got everything done in time. I wanted to at least get the messy stuff done outside, and then this drives me up the wall. Okay. So, got our ribs cut. I was originally going to come from the side, and then I decided not to come from the side, go from the top, which is not explicit in the manual, but after I called was the way to do it. So got a little patch, but this is going to be a total mess anyways, and so I'm not too worried about it. So the concept is you get all your shims in across this border. You get that to make this conform the way you want it to conform, given that, you know, you're going to put some pressure on it to force it into conformity. Once you have that all shimmed and figured out, you bring it back up, you stuff it with fiberglass resin, and this is fiberglass cotton. Better than wrapping up sheets, you actually have almost cotton balls that you could shove inside those cracks and really stuff it and get it to solidify. So you're going to stuff a bunch of stuff in there, then you're going to stick your rod in, and you're going to stuff more in there, glass it, and then you're going to put it into place, put weight on it or whatever to have it conform, let it sit for however long that takes to dry. Then when you have it conforming correctly, you should be able to take your spacers out, put your weather stripping back in, and it should be pretty close. Now, once that's done, you take the hood off, and then you do all your fiberglass work, and you paint it, and you do all that stuff, clean it up. So I need to fix that issue. Drive me up the wall. I'm almost wondering if I relieve the hard top, if that will come down, and then I put a spacer in there. But worst case, I could put something under here and pull it down. So, got everything I wanted to get done. I'm going to kind of look at these, start shimming this thing out. I kind of want to see what's going on with this. Let's see where the screws are. Screws at the edge of the window. The screws over here. This is way higher up here, so So I think I'll just have to pull this down. And I have one of those 3M panel bonding. Stuff works really, really well. So I'll probably put that panel bond a rod, like a threaded rod here, and then use an L bracket to bring it to the frame, adjust it where I want it, and clamp it down. So you're probably wondering why I keep putting tape on here, and honestly, when you're doing all this work and you got stuff falling and crap falling down, it's just going to ruin your chrome in the lenses. So I'm trying to keep this as nice as possible, and you know, I'm like a stickler for that kind of stuff, and I still don't know how these guys do these super crazy custom cars without redoing stuff, because if you do it too early, it just gets beat up no matter how nice you are. And I know they tape things and they do all that stuff, but you know, I'm sure some of that stuff, like custom interior things and stuff, might have to be repainted again, touched up. So in any case, that's where we're at with this. We'll see where we go next. Alright, so I got these little spacers from probably Home Depot, I think it was. You know, it's like the bottoms of furniture feet or something like that. And they have sticky on one side. And so, for the most part, about 2 of these works really well as a spacer. And then every once in a while I got the little spacers on top of it, or 1.5. So what that ends up getting, which might be hard to see on camera, but right now you can see that's above, but when I press down and I hit the spacer, it's perfect. And then as we come here, it's out, but if I press down, I'm hitting the actual shim, and everything is still lining up perfectly. And so, same thing for the other side. So, that's all good to go, and now I need to figure out my plan of attack. The cool thing is you know, I don't have to put too much weight on here to get this down. The only problem is it's sideways weight. So I haven't really, you know, besides taking this and like leaning it over, you know, I need something heavy, but needs to be able to stay at an angle. Up here, no big deal. I could even put like sandbags or something, you know. But not sure exactly how I'm going to weight it down. And how do I keep all the resin and stuff from, I mean, the cotton balls are going to help solidify everything, but how am I going to keep that from all just flushing out? I guess taping it and using some you know, wax paper or something. I'm not sure. So that's ready to go. Now I just have to get the nerves up to actually take the next step. Again, not my wheelhouse, but I'm learning definitely. So the rest of this I'm not going to sand until I have off the car, because it's kind of pointless, and it's just too intricate down here. But I think we're good to go, so we'll see when I man up and actually do this fiberglass. Uh-oh, someone's not doing their job right. Found some spots here too. For the most part, that's the only thing I found so far. A little bit right there. So rain's helping me find a few things.